And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at small forward. And for the Nets, Brown out there with Harden, and it's Durant. Then there's Harris, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Pulls up, high post, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Harden against Harris. Back to Thibault. Shot clock at 6. Simmons dishes to Embiid. And the basket is good.
Boy, a large frame and nimble feet and great strength allow Embiid to be bully balling guys down low.
Now here's Brown. Back to Harden. Left side Durant. Kicks it out to Harden. Brown outside. Harden against Simmons. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Brown.
Like seeing Harden score in tight spots. I mean, creating well for himself when the shot clock is winding down. Great poise.
Simmons looking around. Back to Embiid. Over Jordan. Embiid, no good. And so it's Durant with it. We'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Harden finds KD. 14 feet away. Jordan with the bucket. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Offense in the paint is what his coaching staff is looking for from Jordan.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Simmons against Durant. Feeds to Embiid. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. Free throw line jump shot, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
Pass to Embiid. Outside, Green. Harris, bounce pass. That's tipped. Shot clock at 3. Green kicks to Harris. From deep three-point range, 76ers with the new shot clock.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
They get it back. Jordan the pass to Harris. Back to Jordan. Out to KD. Lets it go with the 3. Drains the three-pointer. KD's got 5 now.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
We've got 1:23 left to play here in the first. To the paint and stolen by Jordan. Brown outside. From deep, Harden. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Thibault, the pass to Green. To end the run. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Simmons. Now, here is Irving. The pass to Llewellyn. This one for 3. No good. Shot missing. The 76ers trail. Bobbed up there for Green. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Green in the post. Defended by Milton. It's good.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving against Hill. The feed now to Howard. Over Claxton. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hill. Here's the lob to the hoop. Tries to save it. And that does it for the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter.
In the gym trying to work.
And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the...
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And Howard selling the up fake there, but not the worst thing to send him to the line. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Clock at 6. Griffin. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Griffin's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Here's Scott, and it's blocked. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break, 13 feet away. Rebounded by Howard. The 76ers trail by 5. And Scott has it in the corner. Passes it to Milton. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Brooklyn leading by 5. Irving kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Back to Irving. Goes up on the high post. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Curry. And the 76ers get it back. Here's Howard. Green with the rebound. Nets leading by 7. Irving with it. Pass to Luwawu. And here's Griffin, defended by Milton. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Tips it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Curry. Kept alive. Second chance shot. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Simmons kicks to Green. Pass to Harris. He dishes it to Embiid. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Embiid's got 6.
Boy, such a fluid shooting motion from Embiid. I mean, most times you just assume that his jumper is dropping.
Harden dishes to Brown. It's Harden with the drive. Durant up top. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. There's 53 seconds left here in the second. Harden the pass to Brown. To the inside. Out to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden's shot is off. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game. Lots of room. Rebounded by the Nets.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that. Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Harris dishes to KD. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much. Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. The 76ers trail by 5. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
And the basket by Harden.
You always got to track Harden, an elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
The 76ers shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. It's stolen by Brown. Lobbed up there for Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
And here is Simmons. No points in the game yet for him. And here's Harris from the arc. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Then for the 76ers, Curry's checked in for Green. Maxey comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Harris. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Feeds it to Green. Embiid with the steal. Here's Curry. The 76ers with another miss.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Harden on the wing. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's Green missing. The 76ers trail by 9. Now the pass to Maxey. And there's the feed to Simmons. Down low. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Brown feeling it out a bit. They kick it out to Green, and that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jeff Green. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Scott comes in for Ben Simmons. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's Shake Milton in for George Hill. Curry is inside. Harris is there. Howard's shot is good.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Nets leading by 5. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Harden finds KD. Inside, Howard with the steal. Here's Korkmaz. Scott the pass to Curry. Knocked away. Durant with the steal. Brown against Scott. Here's Jordan. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Howard. The 76ers trail by 5. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
An aggressive player who draws attention. Howard is used to getting hit by the defense and plays quite well through contact.
He hits the second from the line. The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. 1:05 left to play in the third. Now here is Irving. Defense right on him. And finished off by Griffin.
Well, anyone looking for highlights, because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
Now Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Green, the pass to Irving. Passes it to Claxton. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Irving. It's stolen by Milton. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. The shot. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's an 8-point Nets lead.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
The third quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Harden. Green is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Nets leading by 8. Now, here is Irving. The dish to Griffin. Pass to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Philadelphia has possession. Thibault, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Claxton. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
It seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for James Harden.
You know, what touch from the Australian native Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control even when facing physical contact.
Jordan dishes to Irving. Down low, Embiid with the steal. Simmons against Irving. Embiid inside. Green kicks to Thibault. 6 to shoot. And he jams it with authority.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Outside Durant. Irving surveying the floor. The 10-footer. That one good for 2.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Harris finds Thibault. Embiid with it. That one misses. Great D that time from Jordan. Here's Luwawu. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. The pass to Harris. The 11-footer. No good. The 76ers trail by 4. Tipped away. Embiid with it. Picked up by Harris. Harris passes to Embiid. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's now 10 points for Joel Embiid.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
Passes to Irving. Back to Durant. Lets it go from 14. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 4.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Outside, Simmons. Out to the right wing. Back to Embiid. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And you know Embiid wants the ball in these situations. He wants that shot. He wants to come through for his team.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green is checked in for Harris. Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And James Harden subbed in for Irving. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. This is still a close game, and he told us guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys.
And Philadelphia has possession. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Green finds Thibault to the inside and stolen by Jordan. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Harden against Simmons. Harden scanning the floor. Brown outside.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Here's Simmons. Misses there. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. activity in front of the... We are...
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff, thanks as always. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, we've got Brown. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward. Now here is Holiday. High post Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous is his size. At 7 foot, he doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
Harden outside. Brown wide open. He fired. That 3 off the mark. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
On the way, Harris. Back to Harden. Pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
DiVincenzo finds Giannis. And it's in there. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Here's Jordan following the basket by Giannis. And it's Harris off the drive. A nice shot by Jordan.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's Durant. That shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Now the Bucks moving it up. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Shoots the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Passes it to Durant. Over onto Antetokounmpo. No good from Durant.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Back to DiVincenzo. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Jordan dishes to Brown. On the wing, Harden. Puts up a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Griffin finds Irving. Puts it up from 15. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. A nice shot by Tucker.
Well, there's the all-out hustle Tucker is known for. Beats his man in transition easily.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Shot by Brown. And the Nets miss again.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Middleton can't get it to go. Nets trail by 9. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Irving. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Guys, Kyrie Irving stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And Luwawu subbed in for Brown. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 16-7 run. Middleton outside. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Connects from three-point range.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Irving with the ball. Drops in the layup for 2. Irving's got 5 points so far.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Here's Forbes. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Bucks lead by 12. 2K Sports back in a moment here in...
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
They've got Harris. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Green, and it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The pass to Morrow. Tucker with the ball. All alone. And the shot no good, a bit short. Harden right side. Outside Griffin. The drive by Green. And he comes up with the deuce. Green's got it back down to within single digits for Brooklyn. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. The Nets making a switch here. Luwawu's checked in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Right side, Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Lopez with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Green to the middle. Lopez with the steal. The kick out to Irving. Green passes to Irving. High post try. Misses off the right iron. Bucks leading by 10. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Irving looking for an opening. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. Griffin's shot is good. Griffin's got his first basket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Now Holiday, he's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's good, 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Irving, pass to Griffin. Here's Luwawu. Pass to Irving, over Holiday. Off the left rim and out. Here's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Irving passes to Luwawu. Back to Irving. Over Holiday. No good from Irving.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And Lopez throws it down.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And that one's good, Irving.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Holiday surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Here's KD. Fires from deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 13 points. And that...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the center. Harden against Teague. There's the lob to Portis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
Brown outside. Jordan kicks to Harris. Jacks up a 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Teague, the pass to Middleton. Left side, Portis. Jordan with the rebound.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Harden has a wide open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
To the paint. Here's DiVincenzo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Harden with it. Picked up by Portis. Harden draws the double. Back to Jordan. Harden outside. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Charity stripe shot. No good from Durant. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for him.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
KD looking around. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets ahead of steam behind him. Forget about it.
There's a minute 40 left to play here in the third. Middleton for 3. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Portis kicks to Middleton. A 3 ball. Can't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Brown with it. Picked up by Portis. Back to KD. We've got 1:13 left here in the third quarter. Yes, that goes in.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Teague up top, guarded by Harden. Teague the pass to Portis. Tries again. Giannis outside. And the dunk by Giannis.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. To the inside, Claxton. Good D by Lopez. Bucks leading by 14. Here we go, one-on-one. And the pass to Nwora. Lopez, no luck. Here's Claxton, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here is Forbes. And so it's Milwaukee enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Harden out there with Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Green in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A nice shot by Teague.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harden dishes to Brown. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Lopez outside. Kicks to Tucker. Pass to Teague. Lets it go from deep. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Harris. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. And Griffin slams it in.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
G feeling it out a bit. Bobbed up there for Lopez.
Well, how about the delicate touch of Brook Lopez? This guy, a gifted scorer who is really hard to match up against.
And here is Irving. Pass to Luwawu. Three-pointer. Irving can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now, here's Tucker. Tight defense on him. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Nets trail by 15. Outside Irving. Passes to Green. Here's Claxton. Dishes to Griffin. Taken away by Holiday. Knocked loose. And there's the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your head. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Holiday against Irving. Lopez, no luck.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Tucker, the pass to DiVincenzo. The open shot, Holiday. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. High post Lopez. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Milwaukee.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
The Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. 15-point game. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Count that bucket.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Irving against Holiday. And Lopez throws it down.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Irving can't get it to go. Now here's Lopez. On the wing, DiVincenzo. From deep. No good. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the ball. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. And looking at the Nets, we've got Harris. Harden out there with Brown. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Now here's Brown. Passes it to Jordan. Back to Brown. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
So it's the Hawks now. Here's Bogdanovich, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
Atlanta shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Harden against Young. Pass to Harris. He feeds it to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
One of the premier above-the-rim players in the game, DeAndre Jordan, doing what he does best.
Bogdanovich against Brown. Yep, that one goes.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Harden outside. Pass to Harris. From past the arc. And the 3-ball is good.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. A rebound by the Nets. KD looking around. Brown dishes to KD. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Brown against Bogdanovich. And finished off by Collins.
At Collins' size, it's impressive just how active he is, leading by example.
Harden outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Jordan. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Good work there as it goes.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Harden. Brown the pass to Harden. It's Durant on the wing. Nets passing it around. 5 to shoot. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Brown.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Young inside, guarded by Harden. Capella kicks to Young. Back to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
The shot by KD, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Young against Harden. Here's Capella. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. To the middle. Here's Brown. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Here's Capella. In the corner, Collins with it. To the right side. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Harris. On the wing, Harris from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Young outside. Back to Capella. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets out in front. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Griffin on out there with Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Green in at the 4 side.
When Blake sees a lane to the basket, it looks like his eyes lights up and he attacks.
Now Williams. Down low. And Okongwu slams it in.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Here's Lou up. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Irving. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hunter with it. Back to Herter. The pass to Hunter. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn leading by 3.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Dunn's checked in. Here's Herter. Out to the wing. And here is Hunter. Over Green. Hunter no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Herter. The feed to Gallinari. Back to Herter. Looking to end the run. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Brooklyn leading by 6. Harden dishes to Irving. Back to Harden. Ball stolen. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Herter. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Just finding ways to score. Herter can do it in the half court or in transition.
Irving passes to Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Gallinari. The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Green. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Herter. The Nets working the ball around now. And the shot goes in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Hawks trail by 8. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. 58 seconds left in the first half. Bogdanovic looking around. Inside. It's stolen by Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. KD leading the charge. Top of the key, Harris. There's the dish to Jordan. The kick out to Brown. Fires from deep. The putback. It's good on the putback. Jordan's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Young inside. Covered by Irving. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capability. Beautifully orchestrated play. You put Durant at the finishing end of anything, it's probably a good idea.
They need this, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so we wrap up the first half. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At its highest, their lead topped out at 3. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
On the court for Atlanta, they've got Trae Young. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Snell in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Jordan kicks to Harden. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Harden with it. And guarded by Capella. Here's Jordan. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Lou Williams is checked in for Atlanta.
And it's intriguing. Early on, critics questioned DeAndre's commitment to the game. But boy, has he answered them back.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Irving dishes to Brown. Outside Jordan. Brown inside. He's against Williams. Just 2 to shoot. Knocks down the 3 ball. Griffin's got 5.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Collins looking around. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Williams.
Not many guys change end to end faster than Lou. Hard to match up with in the open floor.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Bruce Brown. Williams passes to Okongwu, and Okongwu slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Griffin attacking, passes it to Claxton. Now Shamet. Gallinari with the steal. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. And Okongwu slams it in.
Great pass by Lou. He's such a good scorer. That allows him to draw the defensive attention away from his teammates.
Shamet finds Irving. Here's Claxton. Back to Irving. Pass to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Here's Herter. He dishes it to Okongwu. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Can't hit from in close. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Leaps for it. Griffin passes to Claxton. Lets it go from the wing. Misses off the left iron. The Hawks trail by 9. They're running up the floor. Here's Okongwu. Oh, and he can't cap off the break. The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-hand shots to fall. 80% since the break. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Atlanta also making some changes here. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Okongwu. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Lou Williams. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Harden, no good. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded closely. Dunn, wide open, he fires. The Hawks again can't hit. He got it up. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Brooklyn in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harden outside. And a miss there on the triple.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And they continue to control the glass.
Outside, KD. Pass to Claxton. And that one drops. Claxton's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Gallinari. Up top, Capella to the paint. Pocket 6. That's tipped. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's the pass to Harris. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Passes to Gallinari. Capella with it. And the dunk by Capella.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Harden the pass to Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The first one falls.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for the Nets. Atlanta also making some changes here. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. 3-pointers, Snell, Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The 3 from Harden. Rebound by the Hawks.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Collins dishes to Young. Yep, that one goes in there.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Nets leading by 9. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Green passes to Harden. Uncovered and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Nets lead by 11. Now here is Young. There's the triple. With the tip, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 10 points here in the second half.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
The three from Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
Here's Collins. Back to Young. Over Harden. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Young.
I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trey. Knows exactly where to get his shots.
Harden to pass to Llewellyn. Now Harden. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. There's the steal. It's Durant on the wing. And stolen by Bogdanovich.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Here's Durant. And it's good off the back rim and in. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
The amazing part about Durant's shot, he has a pretty compact release for a guy with such great length.
And Young kicks to Capella. Pass to Snell. Young with no one around. Gets a very good look and converts. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Here's Claxton. Harden outside. It's tipped. He lobs it up. 4 on the clock. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
And the dunk by Capella.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. KD on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Nets lead by 8.
You see how quickly Durant sets up for the catch-and-shoot shot, giving the defense no chance.
Young pass to Snell. Pulls up on the wing. No good there. So it's the Nets picking up the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. And with Tip.
Hey, Kevin. With
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the center filling out the middle. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3 slot.
Now look, an assist like that gives Durant more hype than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
And it's Simmons penetrating.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Passes it to Durant. Harris with it. 6 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Jordan with the bucket. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Harris dishes to Harden. Back to Harris. Wide open look. And too long on the shot.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Now, here is Harden. Outside Durant. And here's Harden for 3. Harris. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into these post fadeaways.
Here's Brown. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Back to Harden. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but truth. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Simmons. James Harden picking up that last basket. Over KD. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Tobias Harris.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate.
Claxton the pass to Irving. Over Hill. Again, the Nets for 2.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
76ers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that. Oh, we've seen this before, I mean, from Griffin. His dunking ability is off the charts.
Now Simmons, he's got 7. The 10-footer, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And the 76ers with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Ben Simmons. Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Hill. Here's Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
And Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Pass to Luau. Nets passing it around. Basket counts.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Milton. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Scott. The shake. And he hits the jump shot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Irving with it. Here's Luwawu. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Brooklyn ahead, up 1. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for
being from Africa. At the end of the day, you come here.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown, and it's Harden in at the 2-guard spot. Griffin, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Mike Scott's checked in for Philadelphia. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Brown. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for James Harden. Now here's Milton, covered by Irving. And that one hits back iron. The Nets with the lead. Luwawu, the pass to Griffin. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Howard, the pass to Milton. Can't cash in from close range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Maxey passes to Scott. Now, here's Maxey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Scott can't get it to go. Nets leading by 5. And here they come. Irving passes to Luwawu. Here's Claxton. Pass to Irving. Green breaking loose. No good from Irving. The 76ers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Maxey passes to Howard. Comes up empty down low. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae?
Oh, what a beautiful point.
What intensity. Did you see that?
Oh,
great.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
And Simmons slams it in.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Outside Irving. Now the pass to Harris. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Brown is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And James Harden subbed in for Irving. Brown feeling it out a bit. Clock at 4. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Simmons dishes to Harris. The 9-foot shot buries the jump shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
And here's Harden. Outside Durant. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. Back to Simmons. 46 seconds left to play here in the half. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And the hook shot isn't one that a lot of guys use these days.
Harden outside. Passes it to Harris. Here's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Outside, Simmons. And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Moving it up. The kick out to Brown. Fires the 3. Harris outside. Harden left side. He feeds it to Jordan. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And here's Harris from the arc. The shot misses, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Harden left side. On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. Poke loose. Here's Curry. Simmons on the wing. Now Embiid. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shoots over KD. Embiid, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Leading by 5.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And the 76ers making a change here. Maxi's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Green's checked in. Feeds to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Harden the pass to Brown. Over Maxey. And it's Brown missing. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
For Philadelphia, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Wow, it's all about the fun-loving personality of Embiid. It's just awesome. I mean, this guy likes to have fun on and off the court.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green, and it's Shake Milton in for Ben Simmons. It's Harden with the drive. Griffin dishes to Harden. No good with the elbow jumper. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Korkmaz, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Korkmaz has got his first points of the night.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Griffin kicks to Harden. That one falls.
Quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely. Milton finds Embiid. Pass to Howard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
It's near impossible trying to match up with Howard's muscle. He makes scoring look easy, even though it's tough contact.
The Nets with the lead. Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Irving. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
See right there, Kyrie showing you the range. Usually hovers around 40% from 3. Must be accounted for at all times.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Scott's checked in. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for James Harden. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Griffin draws the double. There's Green with the 3. No good there. And Philadelphia the other way now. The pass to Howard. Scott with the ball. 1:05 left in the 3rd. Howard can't hit.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. There's 53 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Milton with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
Outside, Green. Here's Griffin. Nifty move. That shot off. Nice D from Scott. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Maxey. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Maxey's got his first 2 points.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
It's deflected. Up in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 4. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. And the pass to Claxton. Simmons with the defensive effort. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 2.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan. Just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Harden outside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Harden's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Brooklyn. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Hill, and it's Green in for Matisse Thybulle. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. Simmons passes to Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Outside Irving. Pass to Griffin. It's stolen by Curry. And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running. And Simmons slams it in.
This is where Simmons does the most damage. I mean, he's an electrifying, dynamic transition player who torches defense.
Outside Irving. Harris outside. Off target from outside.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Here's Embiid. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Embiid's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Irving. Here's the floater. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Here's Durant. Second shot opportunity. The kick out to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. Over Harris. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 2.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience. Jordan remained calm under pressure.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Embiid against Jordan. Moves back up. And he gets the whistle. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Simmons. Count it!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Harden dishes to Green. Brown outside. It drops. What a difference in this crowd right now.
That's how you silence a building.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Money!
Demonstrating how valuable he is in the clutch. Simmons is calm, cool, and collected in these moments.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
It's the Nets now. We can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter. I think he's only getting better with age if he can. You got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
No good from Simmons. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This was a hard fought. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. Indeed. David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So the Nets starting five. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the two spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at their center, locking down the middle. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Harden the pass to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Here is Harden following the bucket by the Bucks. Crafty move, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Boy, so crafty a player is James Harden. I mean, when he gets inside, he finds all kinds of ways and manner in which to score.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He has 5. Shoots over Brown, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Brooklyn with the ball. Harden outside. Passes it to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Now here's Brown. Pass to KD. It's Solomon to Kumbo. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. To the middle, here's Lopez. The pass to DiVincenzo. No good on the three. Nets trail by 3. Here's KD with the putback. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Yep, it counts.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 1:49 left to play in the first. Here's KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't hit that one. Nice defense from KD. The Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Boy, somehow, some way, you got to keep Jordan away from the basket, because if you allow him to get it there, he's flushing.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
Connaughton passes to Forbes. No good off the back of the rim. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Here's Luwawu. The three-pointer, no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Here's Irving. With 1 on the clock, and he connects with the jumper.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also...
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Nets. They're up by 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Griffin down out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Green, and it's Claxton in at the 4. Here's Connaughton. Griffin with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Portis with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
Irving passes to Griffin. Lays it up off the glass. Griffin's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Luwawu, and it's good for 2. Luwawu's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Teague against Irving. Portis kicks to Teague. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Griffin. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Back to Tucker. Outside Holiday. Over Irving. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Holiday looking over the floor. Feeds it to Lopez. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And Tucker has it in the corner. Milwaukee getting another chance here. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. That misses off the backboard. Bucks trail by 7. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Irving passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
James Harden. He's checked in for Irving. So it's the Bucks now. They trail by 7.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Passes it to KD. Lock at 6. Takes a shot at the elbow. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Nets leading by 5. And finished off by Brown.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Middleton on the wing. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And that does it.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our... Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period. And...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game. Great performance by Donte DiVincenzo.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. The shot by KD. No good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Back to Giannis. And he banks in the layup. Giannis has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Bucks. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Jordan, good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Jordan's got 6 points.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Giannis inside. Harris is there. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Harden the pass to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. On the wing, Harris. Teague against Harden. He feeds it to Jordan. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now here comes Teague leading the break. Pass to Connaughton for the lead. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 4.
DeAndre Jordan knows a big part of his job is to gobble up rebounds. That time, an angry putback from Jordan.
Now Teague still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kick out to Giannis. Yep, that one goes.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Antetokounmpo inside. Started by Green. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Antetokounmpo. and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
It's Portis, high post. 6 points for him. Good on the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Unloads from 13. Again, the Nets for 2.
Irvin has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Here's Connaughton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. A finish. And right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets out in front. They lead by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harris. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the power forward. And there's the pass to Tucker. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Portis in the post. Banked in off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Luwawu. It's rebounded by Portis.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And he makes good on the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Outside Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
And one for the highlight reel. And you see, after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
Here's Teague, and it's sent back by Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Holiday left side. Chalk up 2 there.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Brown dishes to Harden. The feed now to Jordan. Back to Harden. 5 on the clock. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Here's Brown. The rebound by the Bucks. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Well, there's a good reason this guy shoots as many threes as he does. Chris Middleton is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Pass to Durant. Makes it off the glass.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Holiday up top, guarded by Harden. Back to Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Jordan sends it back, and they'll keep possession. Walks it again.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Durant against Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Throws it down.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stop.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Middleton on the wing. That 3 off the mark. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. Harden kicks to Harris. Outside Durant. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Holiday finds Lopez. Holiday goes in for 3. Middleton, no good from 3-point territory.
And what about the composure of Lopez? Fantastic.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so they foul intentionally. It's the first. That will put them up by 2.
You know, it's nearly impossible trying to defend Harden. I mean, he has it all in his package. One of the best penetrators in the game. He's a great passer, and we know what he can do scoring the ball.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of the Atlanta skyline. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the small forward spot. And for the Hawks, they've got John Collins. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at small forward. Capella finds Bogdanovich. Here's Snell. 6 to shoot. Here's Capella. Pass to Young. Passes it to Bogdanovich. For three. And it's Bogdanovich. Again missing.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And it's Harris off the drive. And slam dunk by Harris.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. And Young kicks to Snell. Back to Young. To the inside. And Jordan sends it back.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
And then Durant with the jam.
Ooh, that play was nasty. Durant showing how aggressive he can really be.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Harden dishes to Brown. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Here is Harden. Brown outside. Passes to Jordan. Shot clock at 6.
I mean, really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
Here's Snell, guarded by KD. And Young kicks to Snell. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And finish off by Collins.
Just has a nose for the dunks. Collins up there once again.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The drive by Green. The kick out to Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Capella trying to free himself up. Another shot. It's blocked. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Oh, Griffin in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is why Blake Griffin appears on your highlight reel on a nightly basis. Loves rising up for the alley-oop.
Here's Herter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Williams passes to Capella. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end. You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
Williams passes to Capella. The kick out to Williams. Hunter, no one around him. Up again. Capella, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Irving. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. To the middle. Here's Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Molinari passes to Williams. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Griffin in at the 5. And here we go. Griffin heading to the hoop. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Long arms, quick hands, deadly combination forces that turnover to jumpstart the break.
Williams passes to Gallinari. The kick out to Williams. Now Okongwu. Done outside. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Dunn. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s or 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Irving attacking, got a hand on it.
You don't see a lot of shot blocks from Bogdanovich, but he is big enough to get it done.
From 13, the second chance effort. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Collins.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Griffin dishes to Irving. He gets it in there. Irving's got 6.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Young looking it over. Feeds to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Griffin passes to Claxton. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And the Nets lead by 4.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Here's Young, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Here's Irving following the basket by Trae Young. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Okongwu. Done outside. Young, right side. There's the pass to Okongwu. Griffin grabs the board. Nets leading by 4. 1:02 left in the second quarter. Here's Claxton. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Griffin. Atlanta with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The Nets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And James Harden has subbed in for Irving. The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Harden against Williams. Harden dishes to Jordan. Good work defensively by Capella. It's Williams with the drive, and it's blocked by Brown, and he gets it back. Out to Gallinari. Second chance shot. The shot, no good.
And really, this is the role of Capella.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, how do you feel about it? And that should...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Hawks, Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Snell in at the 3, the small forward.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Bogdanovich up top. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Snell. Back to Bogdanovich. Down low, Capella. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Nets leading by 8. Harden draws the double. The Nets working the ball around now. Poked loose. KD finds Jordan. Brown feeling it out a bit. Harris outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Jordan's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Young against Harden. Young inside. Capella kicks to Young. Shot clock at 5. Collins passes to Bogdanovich. Snell dishes to Young. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D for the Hawks. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. The drive by Jordan. And he gets it to go. And now it's a 12-point Nets lead.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Out left to the wing. Huerter passes to Capella. That's tipped. Kicks it to Young. Dishes it to Capella. Goes back up. And the dunk by Capella.
Scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. And again, no good by Brooklyn. To the paint. Hunter, no good. Nets leading by 10. Harris inside the line. And that one goes long.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
The Nets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. A shot by Harden, wide open, misses the 3. For Atlanta, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And he trims the lead to single digits. Huerter's got his first bucket of the night.
Known for being a scorer, Huerter is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
Harden to pass to Jordan. Harden with it and guarded by Capella. Here's Jordan. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jordan's got 6 points in the quarter. The Hawks trail by 10. Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Capella, the kick out to Williams. Clock at 6. A 3-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 10. There's the lob to Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Williams passes to Capella. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Capella's got 10 points.
He's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
Puts it up from 15, and it's off the back rim. No good. The Hawks shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. In the corner, it's Hunter. Off target from three-point range. Nets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Out to Harris from deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Fantastic attack by Gallinari. Once he realizes the defense was cheating up, took advantage of it.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Irving. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The third quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 8. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. Here's Snell, guarded by Green. Snell dishes to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. And Young kicks to Snell. Floats it up for Young. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Young against Irving. On the wing, Green. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Bogdanovich with it. To the left wing. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Nobody near Irving. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Young pass to Snell. He dishes it to Collins. Back to Snell. Shot clock at 6. No good on that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Inside. The kick out to Irving. Back to Griffin. Over Collins. Green against Bogdanovich. Tries again. Fires it up. They get it back. And Green now, top of the key. Offline with his 3.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Molinari finds Snell. Pass to Collins. And now Irving pushing it up, going back to stop him. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
Kyrie's such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Bogdanovich wide open from outside off the mark.
But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Atlanta making a switch here. Capella's checked in, and a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Capella trying to free himself up, and they pick up 2. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's Bogdanovich following the 3-pointer by Brooklyn. Out to the right wing. Snell from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Snell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by Snell. The Hawks trail by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Brooklyn.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Here's Young after the made shot from KD. Young inside, banked in off the glass.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's Bogdanovich for three. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Collins. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Collins does a nice job there preparing for that shot using his base.
Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And here's Bogdanovich for three. The rebound by the Nets. Three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.